want to tell them?
You tell them the name. What's the name of the project? No, don't ask you. What's the name of the project?
Like looking at somebody when they wake up in the morning, just like some of the smaller stuff that you would only know about or really appreciate it if you had been in that situation before. That makes it really relatable to other people. So.
Oh, it feels like this project's gonna take us somewhere.
It's literally a car.
Yeah, it's literally a car.
Oh my god! I was just thinking about that too. Yeah. Oh my. No, bro. All right. Honest to God. So.
Alright, nigga. After a certain point, it was like I could tell we were getting there, and even now.
So no thanks. You guys know this month makes 2 years, almost exactly, since the last album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit, man. Nice shit.
So do you always want for like an August release or like a summertime release?
Damn, that is a good question.
I think that's based on the dude, right?
Yeah. What do you think?
You answer. You're one of the
Y'all
leaders.
in the summer mood.
No. Pretty much no. I love autumn. Autumn is my favorite season for sure. Autumn.
That too.
Winter would be
funny.
sick. We thought about doing a winter one. We probably will do a winter one. So we're Capricorns too. So. Alright, nigga. Going right after Christmas, so yeah, we'll probably do a winter one. And
What's it like making summer sounds out of season? Feeling right.
It's all mindset based. Mindset, discipline as well, but mindset. Just putting yourself in that zone. Sometimes there's things that you feel seasonally, I guess, and it just kind of sticks with you. So you kind of can just tap. You have to pretty much tap into that to really be able to make something based on a different season. Like if it's December, making a track in June or making a track for June, it would pretty much be based on a feeling that you can connect with, honestly.
Yeah, I think a lot of things had to be made to even get to this sound we're at. Like a lot of depressing things that probably sound like winter to people. So I think it's just us going through like a spectrum of feelings that also translate to seasons. Yeah, and here we are. Summer feeling more like the finale of it.
And I think it was also like a yearn, cause like I'm not gonna lie, I hate winter.
I can't relate.
I hate it so bad. Like I hate the cold. Cause I like being outside, right? And like I would always like make a bunch of beats that sounded sunny or sounded like a certain way, because like during the fall, like I had like a I had like a routine where I wake up at like 6, go to the skate park, catch the sunrise, and I always make beats for that specifically.
What are some of the themes or ideas you're exploring in your new music, and what influenced that compared to what was influencing the older stuff?
Introspection, escapism, heartbreak, love. For it to really be authentic, you must have gone through it in some shape or form, and it just happened to be that all of us were somewhat going through some stage of all this while making this project.
Going and taking from your experiences that you've already had, like Enoch said, it makes it more just real in a sense. And along with that, you're able to go deeper and just, how do I say it? Say the minute details of things. So once you have like the minute details and stuff, that's what people can really relate to, because it's not really the general things that, everyone has, think they've fallen in love, or people think they haven't, or so and so and so, but it's the smaller stuff, like seeing the way somebody, like looking at somebody when they wake up in the morning, just like some of the smaller stuff that, you would only know about or really appreciate it if you had been in that situation before. That makes it really relatable to other people. So that's really what it is.
Hails here, brother.
Good answer, nigga.
Like, but I just love just themes of fantasy and putting it into the writing or just music, like angels, phoenixes, like shit like that. and just like using them as like metaphors to describe like whatever I'm feeling.
I'd say love. That's most of the lyrics that I was writing throughout
facts.
the projects, like love, picnics.
Compared to the last one though, compared to the last one, or it was just a lot of like it was passion but not really on the softer side type stuff.
What gave you all the desire to pursue music as a career?
I got a long answer for you. I'll try to summarize it. Honestly, I've been kind of involved in music since a young age. I'm around like the 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade. That's when I kind of started taking it serious, to be honest with you too. But I wasn't really trying to record until maybe 2016, 2015. I believe I dropped my first track in 2017, but what got me into it, I feel like it was a spiritual type of connection more so than anything. It was like more so God-given, or whatever you believe in. It was just, it wasn't more so just from me. It felt like it was from something else. I just felt like I found what I was good at, and I started loving it more over time, and I started loving it the more I just wanted to do more stuff with it, pretty much.
There was this app on Google Chrome store, and it was like you can make beats on the Google like app, and I was making like boom bap beats on there, and they were like really good. So when I found out about like FL Studio, I got on there, and like ever since that, like I learned more. Like, you know, over time I started falling in love with it.
And also over time we just realized all the beats Delapo and I were trying to send out to people, nobody was ever actually trying to hop on them. So over time we were just like, okay, let's just start going at this shit ourselves. And here we are. I really just learned how to write through the process of making this project.
You're a great writer too, pretty good writer.
Thank you.
No, for sure, for sure.
And it felt like the only thing that it felt right. Like a nigga had hoop dreams prior to this. Yeah, I didn't make the team in 8th grade, and I was just like, okay, let me try it. Like all my friends made the team. I was like, fuck. Then I was like, wait. I remember that night I was like, let me just try music, and because it was the same year, like 8th grade, where I was like finding all this stuff, and so I was like, oh yeah, let me just try this, and like it felt like a shoe just fit. I'm like, okay, and it felt like something that I could get good at. Like no matter how time I had, like no matter what, I knew that I could get good. Even now, like I know that eventually no one could touch me. Like, yeah.
Pretty much. Long story short, for me, music is a big part of me. It's who I am in general.
Yeah.
And like on, like I said, kind of like on the spiritual sense, like even back at church and stuff like that, I still remember like being just surrounded by a whole bunch of just noise, because you know all the speakers were just loud as fuck, and they would just make a whole bunch of noise, and I couldn't really make any of the noise out because I was literally like a baby and shit. But it really was, I would still somehow find a way to fall asleep in it, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
So it was like, it's kind of just like some type of effect of it being like some sort of, you know, like a sort of like womb of sorts, like of music, where it's just surrounded. That's kind of how I thought about it for a long time. Where it was just like I was born from, you know, some form of just like music or just appreciation for it, you know, because I just really do like it a lot. And for me, it doesn't even have to be like a, you know, I know it doesn't have to be like, you know, a life or death thing of, oh yeah, either you do music or you die, or you don't have anything else to do. But
Like that for me.
for me, music is just one of those things where it's like I've always wanted to do it since I was making beats for my friend Shamey and on like GarageBand and stuff.
Okay.
And you know, ever since then, I've always been doing it. That's just always what I've done. And it's what I like to do and what I'm good at. So it's a gift. I gotta use it for something.
Was producing for this album with like a clear project intention easier the second time around?
None of us were in the same room, like except for one song for this project. We were all making it from our house, and I was like figuring out what everyone sounded good on. Like every time I'd make something, I'd be like, oh, your voice sounds really good on that. Like your guys' voice sounds really good on like distorted guitars or like with these type of chords or these type of drums, like, so, like, after some time, I'm like, okay, I know exactly what to make for it. And you want to tell me that?
You tell me, what's the name of the project? No, don't ask you. What's the name of the project?
It's Gamora after his car in 2020.
I had a 2010
Wait. Producing the project,
Yeah.
was it easier? I don't know.
The process, like,
It was definitely a
I'm about to
process.
say, it couldn't be easy. It
It
was
was-
easy making some of the beats. But
yeah,
like, some of
making
this.
the songs, like,
Cause I feel like
we be having 14, 15, 16 versions of songs, just kind of like,
Yeah.
nah, like, let's
exactly
do this
because
instead.
like the first project, I feel like when we were making the beats, that was a lot easier for me.
Oh, for sure.
Cause like most people in the group like rapping on the beats that I was making for that project, it was kind of like fluid. With this project, it's kind of like I had to like adjust to like more, you know, a certain type of feeling from the, you know, from the project. And that's I think for me it was kind of like adjusting to like a new type of feel for the project.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit harder because I feel like the last project, it was just kind of like, however we got the beat, that's how we're recording it. Like, there was like little to no like going back and like changing to like fit to us. But this one, it was a lot of stripping down, adding, saving for later, or just stuff like that. It was a lot of verses got cut. Like, it was a process for sure.
It's just not it's not something that's hard. It's just like we're trying to get to a certain goal and we're pushing ourselves. You know, so that's what we're kind of like showing at this point. Yeah, so I wouldn't say hard. I would more so say it's tedious, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So for me, I wasn't even on the first project really, so there wasn't really much of a difference for me. But what I can say is that as somebody who hadn't really started recording or anything for real until I guess kind of like last year, I would say that I pretty much I agree with what you guys have been saying. Like it's really just kind of just the process of, you know, writing things and like saying things that are from the heart and stuff like that can be, you know, tapping back into yourself repeatedly can be difficult, you know, and sometimes if you're not really inspired to do that type of stuff. So it's really just staying motivated. That's really the goal. Always be motivated to keep making, you know, every day. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I feel that too.
So where/how do you see this album fitting in your like total discography?
And this will really be the start of actual fulfilling career in art. Not even just music, really just art. It's a lot of things that's coming along with the project. It's not just music. I'll leave it to my leaders to reveal the rest of that, but it's like
It's named Gamora because the car it's in reference to was this 2010 Ford Focus that I had. The specific shade of green it had was like this mint green, and it reminded me of Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. But it feels like this project's gonna take us somewhere.
It's literally a car.
Yeah, it's literally a car. Where that is, we're not sure.
The way I was kind of seeing it was like I would love for this project to be like the basis for all of us. Like, even if we want to, what we're going to, like when we make like solo projects or when we make like more projects in the future, I just want it to be like it's where we started type stuff. Like,
So was there anything that happened during recording that slowed or propelled the production process?
oh my god! I was just thinking about that too. Yeah. Oh my. No, bro. All right. Honest to God, the only thing I could say that really slowed it down for me for like at least 2 months was I went to a Cardi concert, and that's not really anything about the Cardi concert itself, but I got my truck broken into, and I had my laptop in it, like with all of my music in it. So if you have my laptop, I'm not going to say what I want to do to you, but trust and believe, when I get my laptop back, it's over. But whoever broke into my car, they had all of my music pretty much. Like, it wasn't even about the fact that they took the MacBook. It's the fact that they took all the music. So I had to like re-record stuff and like kind of like save the feeling of what we were already like were creating, and kind of heal from the fact that my car got broken into, and then come back to the project and then like start revamping and remaking everything that we was already making. Like anything that we already had made prior to that year, I didn't really have into my like iCloud. It was pretty much like this, the MP3 files and shit. So I was kind of like trying to get better while trying to remake the stuff that I already had made. It was the biggest setback that we probably faced.
For sure. I'd say so.
Like I ended up getting a new laptop and all of that. That was fine. It was just more so the fact that it was so many songs and beats and stuff that I was working on, even for my solo work. Like that just was just gone. I'm like, okay, well.
Invest in hard drives.
And that's the thing, dude. Invest in hard drives and use your hard drive. I have a hard drive at home. Kids, if you're listening, I have a hard drive at home that I was not using at all, and I regretted it that exact night. So use your hard drive, like Enoch said. Thank you.
I'm in film school, but I don't have access to the equipment anymore, and I'm still being charged the same tuition as if we're in person. I just left school, so that really allowed me to fully focus on this project. So like when niggas be like, oh, we could tell rent was due, when people could sense that hunger in the work. You could sense that hunger in this work, because like this is all we really care about.
I think when I started putting guitar into songs, it put that the biceps, like, cause before it was kind of like just synths and just beats made on the computer, but when I started like adding, I think it added a raw emotion that added like depth to the lyrics and to the sound of what we were doing. I also stepped out of school like while working on this project, and I like I said, I was just making hella stuff, and like I think like 150 beats a month, just because I was trying to get to that mark for all of us, and it was just like, okay, after a certain point, it was like I could tell we were getting there, and even now,
we've been more focused than ever. Honestly, I think trying to end the project, we've been honestly like facing minor challenges, but nothing that would like stop us from actually getting the project or projects out. I think we've honestly gotten more close and been able to create a lot quicker because of the fact that we're really motivated on trying to get a certain point across, I say.
So my last question is, where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
A core fan base established. A lot of the things that we're dreaming about right now actually coming into fruition in the next 5 years for sure. We're working too hard. I mean, we can honestly have that next year.
Hopefully not America.
That's a big answer. We're keeping that in too. Keeping that in for sure.
I think in 5 years, I see us like inspiring people to agree with that. And I want all of us to have like all the tools that we need to like make our creative imagination.
I see me being able to financially go wherever I want to go. If I want to be upset, I'll be upset with $1 million in my pocket at least. If I want to be in Tokyo, if I want to be in Canada, if I want to be in Ohio, wink wink, I'll be in Ohio. I'll be wherever the hell I want to be. Don't worry about it.
I just want to be a better writer. Hopefully we also have out movies of some sort.
That's sweet.
Honestly, don't know. Who knows if we're even going to be alive in 5 years? Considering climate change and just everything, I don't know. I trust the music will just take us somewhere different physically and energetically. Wherever that is, I don't know. But I trust it'll be somewhere pretty cool. Pretty cool.
5 years, I just want to be able to, like survive on just making music. And when I say survive, that kind of sounds like, minimal, setting low goals or expectations. But really just being able to survive off something that you're making, off of some art anyway, is something within itself for me. Like I said, I want to be able to, be mad, be sad, be mad about it, certain someone with 1,000 in my pocket, with like 1 million in my pocket. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm chill. That's fine. But right now, I just think that being able to make and create is a skill that everyone needs, and I'm just glad to be able to share that with the world in a sense. And so I think that's my goal for the next 5. Just be able to share my gift, be able to share music, share myself, and grow as a person.
Share my seed.
That's hot. That's hot.
Good Alex answers.
I'm trying to share my seed, bro.
I want to be really good at guitar. That's my goal. I want to be really, really good at making beats. And I'll probably have 5 years, I'll have a project or 2 out. I hope No Thanks has 3 out, maybe. And a show on Viceland. A bunch of shows that me and him write together. And what else? Yeah, now living in Omnisphere. We have all the tools. We have our own studio that we built ourselves. Nowhere Studios. I want that to be the main. I feel like we all have the hunger for it. So. That's how I got that. The one with you and the Jesus statue. Excuse me? What happened? Hey, yo, back up on me, gang. Hey, gang, back up. Hey, back up.
Where did that shit go?
Damn, I saw him put him in his pocket, guys.
Pocket, boy. You're not
Really?
Say cheese, bro.
No, not the toxic masculinity right now.
Cheese, bro.